Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has presented a budget of over 820 billion naira to the State House of Assembly for consideration and approval. The 2026 budget represented an increase of over 215 billion naira, which amounts to 35.7% of the 2025 budget of over 604 billion naira. The governor gave the breakdown during his presentation before the State House of Assembly members in Lokoja. He tagged it the budget of shared prosperity, driving sustainable growth for all. Our reporter, Faith Adike, has more.
The budget estimate comprised 367.4 billion naira in recurrent expenditure and over 453 billion naira in capital expenditure. Governor Ododo noted that the 2026 budget, titled Budget of Shared Prosperity, Driving Sustainable Growth for All, was designed to achieve enhanced revenue mobilization, enforce expenditure discipline, and deepen strategic investment in growth sectors.
We have therefore crafted the 2026 draft budget to further advance our vision of shared prosperity and sustainable growth. The 2026 economic outlook. Our economic outlook for 2026 focuses on improving household welfare, expanding production capacity, and strengthening enterprise growth. Household consumption expected to rise by 8.4% due to higher rural incomes and increased agro-processing activities. Agricultural output projected to grow by 6.2%, driven by input subsidies, irrigation expansion, and improved rural infrastructure. Industrial growth estimated at 4.7%, with priorities in cement, steel, agro-processing, and cottage industries. SME contribution to GDP targeted to increase from 24% to 27% through expanded financing and enterprise support scheme. Employment creation. Over 250,000 jobs projected through capital projects, agricultural programs, and MSME interventions.
Other objectives of the budget were read out by the governor.
The draft budget emphasizes realistic revenue projections, strengthening internally generated revenue, recovery of outstanding federal government debts, and prudent fiscal management anchored on efficiency, transparency, and accountability. The 2026 budget consolidates ongoing projects and introduces high-impact initiatives that support long-term growth. We will continue to attract private investment while enforcing financial discipline across all sectors.
He noted that the objectives will support economic growth, reduce financial pressure, and create a more competitive business environment.
Our fiscal proposal is titled Budget of Shared Prosperity, Driving Sustainable Growth for All. This theme reflects our commitment to equitable development and inclusive governance. Mr. Speaker, sir, the 2026 budget is anchored on a balanced fiscal framework that prioritizes stability, efficiency, and transparency. Its key focuses areas include enhanced revenue mobilization, expenditure discipline, and strategic investment in growth-driving sectors. The budget aligns with our 32-year development plan to ensure policy coherence and sustainability. A legal framework for the plan is currently being finalized for legislative consideration.
Speaking further, Governor Ododo said the 2026 budget is more than a financial statement. It is a roadmap for inclusive growth, economic diversification, and shared prosperity.
priority sectors include human capital development, empowering youth and women through skill development and innovation, education, expanding access and enhancing quality to build a globally competitive workforce, healthcare, improving access to quality care and strengthening health outcomes, infrastructure development, investing in transportation system, housing and airport services to boost productivity, agriculture, deepening food security and agro-business expansion to drive job creation and reduce poverty, water resources and sanitation, expanding access to clean water and improved sanitation, revenue generation, enhancing IGR mechanisms to achieve greater fiscal independence, peace and security, sustaining a stable and secure environment necessary for economic growth and community harmony.
The summary of the budget was also mentioned.
The total 2026 draft budget package is 820 billion 490 million 585,443 naira only, compared to 604 billion 528 million 992,718 only in the 2025 revised budget, representing an increase of 215 billion 961 million 592,725 only, representing 35.7% increase. The proposed 2026 budget has an estimated outlay as follows. The total estimated revenue, recurrent revenue for 2026 is 470 billion 008 million 482,693 naira only, comprising the following sources: internally generated revenue 43 billion 985 million 216,392 naira only, statutory allocation 70 billion naira only, withheld escrow 30% derivation 6 billion naira only, value added tax 90 billion naira, exchange gain 10 billion naira, excess non-oil revenue 4 billion naira, ecological fund 2 billion naira, electronic money transfer levy 6 billion naira, forex equalization mineral 3 billion naira, solid mineral revenue 1 billion 500 million naira, NLNG dividend 160 billion 336 million 270,062 naira only, state infrastructure and security fund 39 billion 186 million 996,239 naira only, signature bonus 20 billion, other fact distribution 14 billion.
Earlier, the Speaker of the Kogi State House of Assembly, Ali Umar Yusuf, commended the governor for his leadership style, while he appealed to him to support the legislature's efforts to computerize its operations. He also lamented the lack of qualified staffs in the assembly to meet the 200 maximum support personnel needed to provide optimal legislative services.
These deliberate actions have not only improved government service delivery, but have also contributed significantly to building stronger, more resilient institutions in Kogi State.
He applauded the governor for his unwavering commitment to physical discipline, infrastructure development, security and human capital investment across the state, adding that the notable strides recorded in healthcare, education, road infrastructure, agriculture, and public financial management reflect the administration's vision of a stable, prosperous, and inclusive Kogi State. The Speaker assured that the Assembly will continue to foster a harmonious executive-legislative relationship for sustaining good governance, strengthening institutions, and deepening the dividends of democracy. He assured the governor that the lawmakers were ready to give the budget accelerated approval after due perusal.
The presentation of 2026 budget estimate provides the legislature with the opportunity to carefully evaluate the performance of year 2025 approved budget and assess priorities of government for the coming year and ensure they truly reflect the aspirations of our people. As always, this honorable House remains committed to a budget review process that is thorough, transparent, people-oriented, and development-driven. We assure Your Excellency of our readiness to give the budget legislative accelerated yet diligent considerations consistent with global best legislative practice.
He urged the political heads and accounting officers of ministries, departments, and agencies to honor invitations by Standing Committee for Budget Appraisal and Defense, enabling the legislature to efficiently consider and deliberate on the appropriation bill. Faith Adike reporting for MSC TV.